Watch as Vice President Kashim Shettima did not shake the national chairman of APC, Alhaji Ganduje, and Ganduje folded his arm, showing he wasn't going to bring out his own hand to be shaken, to have a handshake with the VP, indicating the problem that is festering in the ruling All Progressive Congress. You can see what was going on there, that the vice president did not shake the hand. That was the Vice President Kashim Shettima not shaking hand with the national chairman of the APC at the welcoming home of the governor of Akwa Ibom State, their former defection to the All Progressive Congress from the People's Democratic Party. When I first saw that story on the Whistler newspaper, I didn't want to believe it until I could lay my hand on this video that you saw. Then I decided to share it with you, showing that it's like the APC has mastered the art of lack of emotional intelligence to the level that their disagreement is coming out in the open for the world to see. Remember, when Bola Tinubu had problem, President Bola Tinubu had problem with the governor of Lagos State, he publicly shamed the governor of Lagos State by not shaking his hand in public. Now, Vice President Kashim Shettima is also expressing his displeasure towards the actions and inactions of National Chairman Ganduje by publicly refusing to shake his hand, at least from what we saw in that video and from the report from the Whistler newspaper, showing lack of emotional intelligence, and also showing that there is a crack in the APC, even though they like to celebrate other political parties' crises, saying that, in fact, the president, during his speech at the joint session of the National Assembly on June 20 celebration, said that he relishes seeing the opposition parties in disarray. Even the APC is also in a sort of disarray. The only thing keeping them together is because they are government in power and they have a president who can tell a chairman to sit down and he will sit down, stand up and he will stand up. That is not the kind of power that Atiku Abubakar of the PDP has over the leadership of PDP, or kind of power that Peter Obi has over the leadership of Labour Party. If Peter Obi tell them to sit down, they will, especially Abure will ask him, why should I sit down? But you can't try that when you are government in power. The president will chase you out of that seat immediately. We have had history of it in the past. So, but what does this show? What is the problem? The problem was what happened in Gombe at the North-East stakeholders meeting of the APC, where Ganduje refused to acknowledge Vice President Kashim Shettima when he was announcing the endorsement of President Bola Tinubu for re-election in 2027. For whatever reason, he refused to announce a joint ticket between Tinubu and Kashim Shettima. Because if you are endorsing Tinubu that he has done well, what was the offense of the vice president that you can't endorse them together? After all, they are running the country together, or so it seems. Why didn't you do that? You didn't do that. And the Saliu Mustafa, the national chairman, vice chairman of the APC, who North-East, who was in that occasion, he also did the same thing. And because of his failure to endorse Kashim Shettima, there was a fisticuff, and the meeting ended up in chaos because the supporters of Kashim Shettima would have none of it. Now, that was an indication that there is a problem between President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima. And their foot soldiers in executing that in the agenda of Tinubu was the national chairman of APC, Ganduje, and national vice chairman, Salihu Mustafa, when they endorsed Tinubu without Kashim Shettima. And to worsen the matter, when the presidency reacted to what happened in Gombe, the presidency said that until 2026, that is when Tinubu will name his running mate. That is an insult on the office of the vice president, who you are together running the country. You are saying that until 2026, that is when you will decide your running mate. Ordinarily, you ought to say that you are running the country together. It's a non-issue. I'm flowing in the same direction. We are operating on the same wavelength with Kashim Shettima. But you didn't do that. And of course, we have said it in this channel, right from April, when there was a meeting at the government house in Maiduguri. In that meeting, held at the government house, they were begging Tinubu not to drop Kashim Shettima. Now, which indicates that there was a plan to drop Kashim Shettima. Because if there was no such plan to drop Kashim Shettima, why would the government house hold a meeting or hold a meeting in Maiduguri begging Tinubu not to drop Kashim Shettima? It means that something is happening. They made that request in April. By June, already, we begin to see that there is indeed substance in that claim of Borno APC, that their brother, their son, their leader is about to be dropped. And if you listen to the statement that was made by Governor of Borno State, Zulum, he was the only person in his speech in that stakeholders meeting that also made reference that Tinubu should not drop Kashim Shettima, indicating that there was a plan to do that. And like I keep saying, if there was no issue between them, Kashim Shettima would have come out publicly to reprimand Borno State Governor or the Borno people or those who fought for him in Gombe, saying, why, you don't need to fight. We are in the same team. Things are working out good for us. We are moving on together. But Kashim Shettima has pretended that he didn't know what happened in Gombe. He has pretended he didn't see it. He has pretended he didn't, it's not aware that there were fracas, there were chaos in Gombe because of him. Because it otherwise means that there is a problem in APC, despite all their claim of invisibility, that everybody is defecting to their side, that every other party has crisis. You know, they like to say that Peter Obi, how can Peter Obi say he want to be president when he can't put Labour Party in order? How can Atiku say he want to be president? He can't put PDP in order. But they forgot that these parties, it's difficult to control them. You have to follow the law. But when you are president, you can do and undo. We all know how Adams Oshiomhole was removed as APC chairman. We know how Abdullahi Adamu entered, how he was removed, Ganduje came in. We know how Oyegun emerged. We know all these things. When somebody is in power, when the president is in power, it's easier for him to control a political party. But Tinubu himself has shown that he's incapable also of managing APC. Because if he does, he was able to manage APC very well, the way Obasanjo was in total control of PDP. He ought to have known and prevented the crisis, the fisticuff, the chaos that happened in North-East, in Gombe in particular, during their well-orchestrated endorsement of him without his vice president. He ought to have known there will be a fallout. But what is the essence of all this? Is to show that all is not well with APC, despite all the braggadocio they are doing everywhere, that they are the only one that is in stable position, that they are unshakable. You have to look beyond the facade and see festering problem. Already they are shouting in the North-East, without Kashim Shettima, no APC. Without Kashim Shettima, no APC. That is a sign of things to come for the ruling party. I don't know what to think about this, but whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel or have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.